Imagine a world bathed in warmth, a world where hearts understand each other. This world thrives on connection. Every gesture speaks of love. Misunderstandings? They are rare, like a quiet storm. This world is filled with joy. Laughter echoes through the streets. Kindness is the common language. Love is the air they breathe. It's a beautiful dream, isn't it? But our world is different. We yearn for that connection. We crave understanding, yet we often feel lost. Why is love so hard sometimes? The answer might surprise you. We often speak different languages of love. Like ships passing in the night, we miss each other's signals. It's time to learn a new way to communicate. Love is a powerful force. It draws us together. It's the invisible thread that connects hearts, transcending boundaries and differences. When we fall in love, we feel an intense desire to share our lives, our dreams, and our deepest emotions with another person. This connection can bring immense joy and fulfillment. It makes us want to belong. We seek out communities and relationships where we feel accepted and valued. Love creates a sense of belonging that is essential for our well-being. It's in these moments of connection that we find our true selves and experience the beauty of human relationships. But sometimes, love feels confusing. Despite our best intentions, we may find ourselves at odds with those we care about. Misunderstandings and miscommunications can create rifts that seem insurmountable. We may wonder why our expressions of love are not being received as we intended. We try to express it, but our message gets lost. Our words and actions meant to convey affection sometimes fall flat or are misinterpreted. This can lead to feelings of frustration and isolation, as if we are speaking different languages. Have you ever felt misunderstood, like your heartfelt gestures are not appreciated? It's a common experience in relationships. We all have moments when we feel like our partner just doesn't understand us no matter how hard we try to communicate. Like your partner just doesn't get you? You might feel like you're speaking to a wall, with your words bouncing back without any impact. This can be incredibly disheartening, especially when you're trying to show how much you care. You shower them with gifts, but they crave your attention. Material tokens of affection may not always hit the mark if what your partner truly desires is your time and presence. It's important to recognize that different people have different needs when it comes to feeling loved. You cook them dinner, but they long for a heartfelt compliment. Acts of service, like preparing a meal, can be a beautiful way to show love. But if your partner's love language is words of affirmation, they might be yearning for verbal expressions of appreciation and love. This is the heart of the problem. We often express love the way we want to receive it, not necessarily in the way our partner needs. This mismatch can create a disconnect, making it difficult for both parties to feel truly understood and valued. We often express love the way we want to receive it. Our natural inclination is to give what we would like to get, but this can lead to miscommunication. Understanding this can be the first step towards bridging the gap in our relationships. But what if our partner hears a different language? What if their way of feeling loved is entirely different from ours? This realization can be eye-opening and can change the way we approach our relationships. What if their heart longs for a different kind of expression? Recognizing and understanding our partner's unique love language can transform our relationships, making them more fulfilling and harmonious. The good news is, there's a solution. By learning about the 5 love languages, we can discover new ways to connect with our loved ones. This knowledge can help us tailor our expressions of love to meet their needs. By understanding the 5 love languages, we can bridge the gap. These languages, words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch, offer a framework for expressing love in a way that resonates with our partner. We can learn to speak our partner's language and finally feel truly understood. This mutual understanding can lead to deeper connections, greater intimacy, and a more satisfying relationship for both partners. Dr. Gary Chapman, a renowned counselor, noticed this pattern. He observed that many couples, despite their deep love for each other, often found themselves at an impasse. They were unable to communicate their feelings effectively, leading to misunderstandings and frustration. Couples loved each other, but they struggled to connect. They felt as if they were speaking different languages, unable to convey their affection in a way that resonated with their partner. This disconnect often led to feelings of isolation and discontent. He realized love isn't one size fits all. Just as people have different personalities and preferences, they also have unique ways of expressing and receiving love. This insight was groundbreaking and led Dr. Chapman to delve deeper into the intricacies of love languages. It's a language with different dialects. Each person has a primary love language that speaks more deeply to them than the others. Understanding these dialects can transform relationships, making them more fulfilling and harmonious. In his book, The 5 Love Languages, Dr. Chapman reveals these dialects. He categorizes them into 5 distinct types, each representing a different way of expressing and receiving love. This framework has helped countless couples around the world. They are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Each of these languages has its own unique way of making a person feel loved and appreciated. Each language speaks to the heart in a unique way. Words of affirmation involve expressing love through verbal compliments and appreciation. Acts of service are about doing things to help and support your partner. Understanding these languages is like finding a treasure map. It guides you to the core of your partner's heart, helping you to express your love in a way that they truly understand and value. It leads us to the heart of our loved ones. By learning and speaking their love language, we can bridge the gap that often exists in relationships, fostering deeper connections and greater intimacy. It helps us decipher their unspoken needs and desires. When we understand what makes our partner feel loved, we can meet their emotional needs more effectively, creating a stronger bond. It's the key to unlocking deeper intimacy. When both partners feel loved and understood, it paves the way for a more satisfying and enduring relationship. Let's explore each language in detail. By understanding the nuances of each love language, we can better appreciate the ways in which we and our partners express love. As we journey through them, see if you recognize your own love language. Reflect on the ways you feel most appreciated and loved. And more importantly, see if you recognize your partner's. Understanding and speaking your partner's love language can transform your relationship, bringing you closer together and enhancing your emotional connection. Imagine a world where kind words flow like a gentle stream. Words of encouragement, appreciation, and love. This is the language of words of affirmation. For those who cherish this language, words are powerful. Hearing "I love you" or "I appreciate you" fills their cup. It makes them feel seen, valued, and cherished. But it's not just about grand gestures. Small, everyday compliments mean the world. "You look beautiful today" or "Thank you for making breakfast" can make their heart sing. If your partner values words of affirmation, make an effort to express your love verbally. Write them a note, send them a text, or simply tell them how much you care. Some people believe actions speak louder than words. This belief is especially true when it comes to expressing love and affection. For many, words can be fleeting, but actions leave a lasting impression. They express love through acts of service. Doing the dishes, mowing the lawn, or taking care of daily chores might seem mundane, but for some, these actions are profound expressions of love. Running errands, carrying groceries, or even picking up a prescription are their love letters. These small acts show thoughtfulness and consideration. These acts of service aren't about chores. They are about showing that you care enough to make an effort. It's about being there for your loved ones in practical ways. They're expressions of love, care, and devotion. When you help someone with a task, you're saying, "I am here for you, and I want to make your life easier." They say, "I see your needs and I want to meet them." It's a way of acknowledging the other person's efforts and showing appreciation. If your partner values acts of service, it's important to recognize and understand this love language. Pay attention to their needs. Listen to what they say and observe what they do. Often, their actions will give you clues about what they value most. What can you do to make their life easier? Sometimes it's the little things that matter the most. Folding laundry, setting up a tent, or simply being there when they need you. How can you show them you care through your actions? Think about what would make them happy and feel loved. Remember, it's not about grand gestures. It's about the consistency of small, thoughtful actions that show you care. Small, everyday acts of service can speak volumes. Making a cup of coffee, packing a lunch, or simply being there to lend a hand. Make their coffee in the morning and start their day with a smile. Pick up their dry cleaning and show that you are thinking of them even in the small tasks. Or simply offer a helping hand. These actions, though small, can mean the world to someone who values acts of service. For some, receiving gifts is a tangible expression of love. It's not about the monetary value but the thought behind the gift. It says, "I was thinking of you," a small token of appreciation, a thoughtful present for no reason, or a souvenir from a trip. These gestures make them feel loved, remembered, and special. If your partner values receiving gifts, pay attention to their interests. What would bring a smile to their face? What have they been wanting but haven't gotten around to buying? Remember, it's the thought that counts. A handwritten card, a single flower, or their favorite candy bar can be just as meaningful as an expensive gift. In today's fast-paced world, time is a precious commodity. For those who value quality time, giving their undivided attention is the greatest gift of all. It's about being fully present, without distractions, putting away your phone, turning off the TV, and truly engaging in conversation. It's about creating shared experiences and memories. If your partner values quality time, make an effort to schedule dedicated time together. Go for a walk, have a picnic, or simply cuddle up on the couch and talk. Remember, it's not about the quantity of time, but the quality. Even 15 minutes of focused attention can make a world of difference. Physical touch is a fundamental human need. For some, it's their primary love language. A hug, a kiss, or a gentle touch speaks volumes. It's a way of connecting physically and emotionally. It releases oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, which promotes feelings of love, bonding, and well-being. If your partner values physical touch, be intentional about incorporating it into your daily interactions. Hold their hand, give them a back rub, or simply cuddle up on the couch. Remember, physical touch should always be consensual and respectful. Pay attention to your partner's cues and preferences. Understanding the 5 love languages is like learning a secret code. It allows us to decipher our partner's heart and express our love in a way they can truly understand. It's not about changing who we are, but about expanding our capacity to love. It's about meeting our partner's needs and making them feel cherished. So take the time to learn your partner's love language. Ask them what makes them feel loved and appreciated, and then make an effort to speak their language every single day. Remember, love is a journey, not a destination. By learning to speak each other's language, we can create a love story that's both beautiful and enduring.